Joining us now is Felicia Madison. She is a comedian. She's a comic. She's cool. Joining us. Come on in, Felicia. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, I love your story. You consider yourself like the real life Mrs. Maisel. Why do you say that about yourself?
Well, I consider her the real life Felicia Madison.
It's the reverse. She's you.
Yeah, I was here first. She's imaginary. I'm real. Yeah, I'm, basically an Upper East Side woman, mother of three, who late in life decided to do stand up. So I'm balancing the two worlds, basically what she does. I always joke that, you know, her show takes place in the 50s. I'm 50. She plays a Jewish mom. I am a Jewish mom, and she's not real and I'm fake.
So you're really into like, also you work behind the scenes with like talent booking and things like that. You've been around. You're helped other people's careers blossom and grow. You're also very adamant about causes that you want to bring forth and bring light to. So tell us about that and why you decided to make donations. To I guess celebrate your community spirit or your effort.
Well, there's a lot to unpack there, but yeah, I do help a lot of talent. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy nurturing. People say they call me their momager. I think it's my mother instinct that um, brings that out, and I do like giving back. I think it's very important in life, and I love doing charity events at the club. I try to do them as much as possible. We do like weekly ones, and it just, I guess it was just the way I was raised to give back.
Now, did you study comedy? Did you go to like the stand-up comedian like seminars, or how did you learn your craft? That's what I would like to know. How did you become a comic?
It was sort of just like a fun adventure with a friend of mine. Was one of these things that we both always wanted to do, and we took a class, and I just fell in love with it. I just loved it from day one. And it's a lot of just practicing. And I do have some comedians that I love to work with. I started a new a new joke night program at our club where comedians come together and we write for like an hour before the show. And we all just try new jokes in front of a live audience, which has been a really, really great popular show at the club. But it's just working and learning and reading and trying, and it's a grind, but if you love it, and to me comedy just comes to me. I mean, I just, in the daily life, I'll write down maybe 10 things that I find humorous, and I have like a list of like 900 things in my iPhone that I find funny, and then I work to hone it and expand upon it. And life, I always say that I have three kids and they provide me with a lot of humor.
How old are they now? How old are your young ones?
Oh, they're like, I say kids broadly. They're 27, 25, and 21.
I have a
So they're
33-year-old, a 30-year-old, and a 17-year-old, and I have to say to you too, I constantly laugh. And you know what I love my 17-year-old for is that he'll say a word or a phrase, and I'll have like no context to that. I'm like, what does that mean? He goes, oh yeah, they're so on trend. I'm like, what is that? Like, or I'll try, I'll be like, what does that mean? And it doesn't mean what I think that it means. So I'm sure you have conversations with your offspring as well that are probably similar. Like
oh
things
my
go over
God.
my head. They go, Felicia, I'll think that I'm cool and I'll try to like relate with them. And it's like, ooh, it's like completely over my head, you know? But I think that joy
We
is,
can't keep up. It's a
yeah.
different world. It's a totally, everything they do. I do find that I'm a little bit more entrenched in it because, I am very big on social media and I hang out with a lot of really young people. I'm in an industry where, there's a lot of 20 and 30-year-olds. So I have some interns that could be my kids, which is
Yeah.
kind of
Same with
funny. I'm
my,
like, I'm hiring someone when I have someone living in my house that could do it for free, but they won't do anything for me.
when is your next gig? When are you performing again?
I perform at West Side Comedy Club a lot. I just filmed my hour, and I've been working really hard on editing that and getting it out there. So I'm sort of now in the hunker down editing phase. But I'm always at West Side Comedy Club most days.
I thank you for being here. I noticed in one of the little footnotes on my card, it said that sometimes you may suffer from depression, and comedy,
Mhm.
I guess, is like the best medicine, right? Because I think all of us, whether we like to admit it or not, sometimes have really low lows, right? And I love the fact that you're using comedy to not only help yourself, but to help others. That's a beautiful thing, Felicia.
Yeah, and I try to send the message out there because one of the things that I suffer with a lot is people like look at me and think like I have it all and I should be happy. And I'm trying to dismiss that myth that just because on the outside it looks like I should be happy, it's, something that is deeper than just material things and family. And people suffer, and people with a lot of great things in their life, we just had that horrible tragedy of the TikToker that commits suicide, and she seemingly had it all. And so, I try to dismiss that myth a lot, and it's hard because it's kind of very dark humor, but I like to do that, and I like to give back to organizations, and that's a lot of the organizations that I work with a lot that help deal with suicide awareness and depression.
Felicia, thank you sincerely for being here. And I wish you continued success on your journey. And I'm going to try to watch you. I'm going to try to book some tickets so that I can come and see you live.
Okay, great. Well, hopefully you'll see my special when it comes out too. So.
Yeah, when you just said you did an hour, I know that most stand up, you try to get that 7 minutes to be good. So if you got that much material, that's pretty good. That's seven times a
I got
lot
a
of
lot of
minutes.
7 minutes
Yeah, a
packed on
lot of
top of
sevens in
each
there.
other.
7 times 7 is 49, and then the rest of those minutes you could just fake, right? Fake
Yeah,
it
a
till you make
couple.
it.
And
Those
I'm
last
good at
minutes.
faking it. So,
Thank you so much. Be well.
bye. Thanks for having me.
Bye, Felicia. Take care. Bye bye.